Hello, everyone. It's a hardcore legend, Mick Foley, wishing a nice day to everyone there, right there at True Heel Heat. Yeah.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat YouTube and Facebook for our WWE WrestleMania 39 preview. It is the show of shows. It is the two-night extravaganza, the showcase of the morons. Here we are to talk all about the show coming up this Saturday and Sunday, April 1st, April 2nd in Los Angeles, California, Hollywood. WrestleMania goes Hollywood at SoFi Stadium, as always, with our preview and predictions here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. I am joined by the face and the ace of the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, the 24-hour king, the master of ceremonies when it comes to Romeo Mania, and the Puerto Rican Bobby the Brain Heenan to my Black Gorilla Monsoon, Romeo Anthony Colon.
What an intro. How you doing, SP3? What's up, everybody in the chat? Did you call it the showcase of the morons? What did you call it?
The showcase of the morons. Yes, immortals, morons. Either way, we're good getting getting money here. We're gonna be good.
Okay. All right, good.
We got a very special guest who's gonna be joining us shortly. He is revving up the computer and getting ready to join us. We were supposed to be joined by the legendary future WWE Hall of Famer Dutch Mantel. Unfortunately, he had an emergency, but we will have Dutch on the channel very, very soon to make up for this. But we are here for all of you to talk about WrestleMania 39. We want to thank everyone who is joining us live. We appreciate you joining us, whether you're watching us live, whether you're watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back by dropping the thumbs up on this video. Share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here, because it's a lot of content this week. We started off WrestleMania week on Monday with my interview with Chris Bay, as well as Rated Raw Superstars with special guest, the Smart Psychology podcast. That was one of the best episodes of Rated Raw Superstars. I do have to say that to the 24-hour king. We even started even earlier on Saturday with True Hill Heat 218 with the return of Top Guy JJ with myself, Miss Christy Love, and then Romeo going a full 24 hours with Romeo Mania over on the For Romeo Anthony Colon YouTube channel, as well as twitch.tv/True Hill Heat Gaming. But hit that subscribe button as always, because we got plenty more content tonight. NX3, tomorrow Elite Heat, and our Stand and Deliver preview with special guest Kate from Fightful. And of course, sound off in the live chat. We want to hear from all of you. We want to hear your predictions on the card for WrestleMania 39. But without further ado, I gotta bring in the third member of this preview here. He is the rookie of the year when it comes to WrestleTalk and their YouTube channel. You see him on the news every Saturday as Harlem is joining us. No, she's not the third person. She's just saying hi. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. There you go. Say hi. There you go.
Hi.
You wanted to say hi to Romeo and all the people. I know. True Harlem Heat here. But yes, you see him every Saturday on the WrestleTalk news. You see him on the WrestleTalk podcast, along with Tempest, reviewing SmackDown and Rampage every single week. He is my Mocha brother. He is the Black UK version of Jesse the Body Ventura to my Black Gorilla Monsoon. He is Seth E. Niangi.
Yeah.
brothers. It's been too long. It's been bloody too long. SB3, Romeo, True Hill Heat, the audience. I've missed you guys. It's been too long. This is like my birthday present. My birthday was last month. I'm now 33. I'm a year older, probably still a little bit dumber, but I'm so happy to be here. I love you guys so much. SB, I've missed this guy. It should be in my contract. Every so often I get to do a show with this guy because I love him. I've grown as a podcaster because of working with this guy here. Romeo, you're one of the hardest working guy. You're the man in the chair. Romeo's the man in the chair. If you guys watch comic books, he's the man in the chair. He's the man in the tower. SP, man, what's causing all this?
What's causing all of this is WrestleMania 39 and my daughter trying to press buttons on the laptop as we're. Yes, I know that's cute. Yes.
my daughter was trying to steal my food, and I was like, "Girl, you know your teeth is not ready for some of these stuff." No. Oh gosh, in my situation, in my situation, I'll just get my partner be like, "Can you just get to get off the camera?" Yeah.
Yes. She's gone for now. She'll probably be back at some point. But yes, we are here.
Is your missus not being a bouncer? Is your missus not like?
She grabbed her up. She grabbed her up for me finally. I appreciate her for that. But yes, like I said, sound off in the live chat. Show your love to Seth in the live chat. We got Santo here with us saying, "What's up, THH fam?" Just jumped on after the Believe predictions. It was a great show. Thank you so much for joining. Myself, Rick Ucchino, Andres Hale, as well as Nick Hausman, where we talked about WrestleMania 39 over on that channel. We got Dolores who says, "What's up, everyone?" We got Ace who says, "What's up, SP3?" Romeo in chat. We got Chilling with Chase for the 24-hour King, showing some love to Romeo. Dolores showing some love to Harlem Heat. We got the Negro Bug saying Romeo Mania was legendary, bound down to the 24-hour King. And we got Dolores who says Mocha brother and / leader of the Black Mass, Set E. Yes. It is Tuesday, but it's Sat-E Day because Sat is here.
About that. What time is it? It's Sat-E Day on a Tuesday with my brothers. So SB, you've done how many prediction videos? How hard is it to change your answers each shows you do? It's kind of like, how many wives do I have? I say the same thing. I love you. I love you. You're okay. You're okay. Could do better. Copy and paste.
Copy and paste. Let me use this one.
Don't call me Rick Cucino by accident. See, the thing is, Rick.
I don't think I could ever get you two confused in my life. But
I'm a ginger man inside. Who knows?
You hang out with ginger men, so that makes sense. But yes. Let's get into the show of shows. Romeo, are you ready? Seth, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm dressed like prison dom.
Yeah, you are.
Thanks,
you got the WrestleMania colors too. Nice.
He even got the do-rag.
Oh, listen.
On. Oh, all right. I see you.
I'm here to beat allegations. That's what I'm here to do.
I see you, man. This man's moving up in the world. I'm so proud of this man. You are doing great stuff over at WrestleTalk, by the way. I gotta hand it to you.
Thank you. It's the least I can do. I would say I'm a product of Alex McCarthy and Sid Poitier the third.
Not me. Alex, we're both products of Alex, but not me. I can't take any credit.
Yes, you can. Listen, the Sat E that you see today was born working with you. I felt more comfortable working with you. You brought that side out of me. You got the jokes. Mama Niangi's baby boy. Some people say in the chat, you're the one who made it a thing. You and Alex. So
That's true.
Gotta show love to the people. Romeo 2. I'm waiting for Survivor Series 96. I never thought it would take 2 years, but I'm still waiting, guys.
It's coming. There's a lot. You got this guy doing 24-hour streams.
I know.
Matches. So we're doing a lot. We're getting there. We're like 1 month away. We just haven't done another episode. We're about to hit Buried Alive just before we get to Survivor Series. So we'll be calling you soon. This won't be the last time in the next couple of months.
I get withdrawals. When I see Sid on Twitter, I'm like, cooking someone. He used to cook me every week for my takes. until it is what I grew up in my takes. But yeah, he used to cook me every single week.
No, you let me batter you down with my opinion.
I think that's what it was.
He got a little bit closer. Romeo won't allow me to batter him down. He still doesn't want to say I was right about Rhea Ripley should have picked Bianca Belair. But we'll get to that.
Let's start off.
Yes, let's get to that. I've got takes as well. I got takes. Let's do it. Let's get there. Leadership. Come on, Captain.
Let's talk about the opening match on night 1 of WrestleMania 39. First up, we got, for the United States Championship, Austin Theory going one-on-one with his idol, his mentor, John Cena. It was on the March 6th edition of Monday Night Raw. John Cena returned, and Austin Theory set out the challenge for WrestleMania, and Cena verbally cooked Austin Theory, talking about how even if he wins, he's not going to be able to handle that much pressure, and he's going to be swallowed down by the weight of that win and not being able to live up to the expectations. Can Austin Theory get the win here, or do we start off WrestleMania with the greatest of all time winning the first singles championship that he won in WWE? Seth?
Okay, my heart wants it to be John Cena, but the answer is John Cena doesn't want to work Mondays. So I'm reading the sign. My guy gave you one promo. They're gonna remix that one promo he did. He's like, guys, here's one promo. Put me on opening match. My jet's there. I'll do the dub. I'll do the L. I'll get on my jet and I get out. Austin Theory needs to win. As much as I don't like the guy, but on paper, if you're trying to push young guys, they hardly got any young guys in the main roster. It's Austin Theory and Dominik. So it's kind of like, if Austin loses, that's it for him. He's been repackaged too many times. He was, Seth Rollins. He was with Seth Rollins. He was with Andrade. He was in the way. He was Vince's boy. He's on man with his fake beard. So he needs this win. And John Cena is that stage where he's like Mick Foley. He's happy to give back to the young guys. So I see Austin Theory winning. So yeah.
So Seth's got Austin Theory. What about you, Romeo?
Austin Theory gains a lot of respect for me if he could just hang with John Cena in this biggest stage of his career. Biggest moment of his career. Opening WrestleMania, the crowd is going to be white hot. John Cena knows how to lead a match. He'll lead it very loudly. You'll hear every single step of the way, but he knows how to lead this pressure cooker. Theory impressed me last year when he carried Pat McAfee, who is not an experienced wrestler by any means whatsoever, and was able to get him to a passable performance. The only reason we forget about it is because of the mess that happened after with Vince McMahon grandstanding everything.
Grandpa.
That would have been one of the best matches of night 2 if it wasn't for Vince ruining that.
Yeah. So if Theory can just hang with John Cena, one of the GOATs, I'll be impressed. I say John Cena wins. He's not going to work Mondays, but he'll work this Monday and drop the U.S. title in fashion, the same fashion John Cena's always done, the open challenge.
Ooh, what to Jay White? That would be a great idea.
Jay White? I don't know about these outsiders. Let's think more of the future.
Yeah.
Let's think more of homegrown WWE guys. Let's think Braun Breaker.
I think Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Cameron Grimes, Jay White, one of those guys, I can definitely see it. And especially it opening up night 1. Does WWE really want to have a heel open up the first night of WrestleMania with a win that's going to kind of deflate the crowd even when they're at their highest?
Screw the crowds. Screw the crowds. Guys, come on. What are we talking about? How we... Back in the days, because we don't like Theory, or I don't like Theory. I can't talk for all of you guys because he's one of your first interviews. SB, you said you got history with the guy, so I understand you can't slander the guy. He needs to win. He needs it because that loss will always hang him. I feel like that loss was sitting back a year. What are we doing for? That entrance, that beard, that whole, trying to make him be serious again. I mean, Triple H, we're gonna cook this guy in today's prediction, But one of the things he tried to do right was build the future. Austin Theory's got the look. He cut a good promo in the empty arena. That should be his thing. Just cut in the empty arena. They don't need to see you. You don't need to hear the what. No, because I hate the what chants. I'd rather do in the empty arena too. I can concentrate better as well. But he needs to win it because that victory will set him up. He beat John Cena. And this is the same company that allowed Baron Corbin to beat Kurt Angle. So it's not outside of the realm. It's not outside the possibility to do that. And John Cena
We're trying to get away from that stuff, that kind of stupid stuff.
Oh, well, I'm chilling backstage and I think, we're straight for business.
You don't think I'm gonna be in the gorilla position at WrestleMania?
Exactly.
This is his son. This is John Cena. This is Vince's son. It's not gonna be in this one.
This is two of his sons. You got the older son versus the youngest son.
His other son, he screwed him out in Montreal. He loves his son to the point where they don't do business. You gotta do business. Romeo, you gotta do business.
See, there's some of these matches I'm gonna go with my heart, and there's some of these matches I'm gonna go with my brain. This is Vince one of them. Brain. I'm gonna no, not my Vince brain, because this is the Triple H. Y'all all tell me this is a new era. It's all rainbows and sunshines. So I'm gonna go with my head on this one, and I'm gonna go with the guy that needs the win. I'm gonna go with Austin Theory because he definitely needs this more than Cena. I would love the Cena Open Challenge to put it on someone new. That's all fine and dandy, but Theory needs this more than anyone. I think more than anyone on this card, Theory needs to win the most.
I disagree. We'll get to it, but 62% of you say Theory is gonna win this. I think there's someone that needs to win more on this card.
We'll get to that, but let's get to one of the biggest matches. Wise, we got Brock Lesnar. He's gonna go one-on-one with Omos. This one was set up because MVP challenged Brock Lesnar to face Omos at WrestleMania. He sold them on the idea. Omos over the last couple of weeks has gotten the better of Brock Lesnar, including on the Raw Go-Home show, laying him out or having Brock run off after the weigh-in when Omos got the better of him. Does Omos win with his new crappy song? Oh my God! Why did they take his song away? Stand the ground.
They read your tweet.
I know.
Praising it. You're like, you know what? We haven't had bad tunes in a while. Let's raise the allegations that we make crappy themes. Any guy can have this theme. Omos' is original theme that was made for Omos. That's the sign of that a wrestler's theme. Is like no one else can have it. Anyone can come out to douche, douche.
It sounded like the Giant. It sounded like the Giant from WCW was coming out. I was like, what are we doing? Open my eyes right there. But come on. That was a bop.
Again, you know what? Yeah, I got my theory on behind, the changes of the theme, but apparently it doesn't sound menacing enough. It needs to sound like a giant coming out. What is this crap? Afro beats. I'll Afro beat you. Sorry.
Afro beats, absolutely. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar on this one. Who do you got, Seth?
Brock, man. It's one of those things. Brock's like, I got 3 minutes, just make it count. You just suplex him, F5, go home, and go back to Saskatchewan.
Yeah, pretty much. Who you got, Romeo?
Yeah, this match is not for us. I remember when I was a little kid, and I was just mesmerized by seeing The Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. Yes, I was a kid. I was like, wow, this guy looks crazy. Look at that outfit. He's got, oh man, I hope The Undertaker wins. This match is going to be much better than that match. I assure you. There's no way it could be worse. There's no way. 71% of you are picking Omos for the upset. Not I.
God, really?
Really?
What are we doing?
Lesnar. And this is guaranteed to be the second match on the card, whether it's night 1, night 2, whatever. So Brock can get the hell out of there.
Exactly. Give me Omos.
It's probably going to be the night 1 opener, so he could get the hell out of town. He'll only show up one night, and he'll get out of town very quickly. We got Ace who says, remember when Brock walked out? And y'all still picking Omos in the chat. What are we doing here? Frantic Girl saying, I got Omos. I don't understand that. What are we doing?
That'd be crazy.
I'm not homophobic. I'm an Homo sapien as well. But this match is not made. Almost got shoehorned into a feud, and they always say that if during the build the wrestler's getting one upped is gonna lose at WrestleMania. Usually that happens. If Lesnar had stood tall, then I'm like 1%.
It'll be hard to pick him, but yeah, you could see.
Yeah, 100% on Brock. All my money's on Brock.
We're all in agreement there. Now let's talk about one of the women's title matches at WrestleMania. Oh
Oh
boy.
my gosh.
Bianca Belair will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka. Asuka won the Elimination Chamber in February to earn this opportunity. And then for the last 6 weeks, all we've seen is these two women have stare downs where they point at the WrestleMania sign after one person saves the other from Carmella and Chelsea Green, and Asuka smiles and she spits out blue mist. I feel like we are so far removed from when Asuka returned at the Royal Rumble, and we were all excited about a new Asuka, and all we've gotten since then is the same old Asuka.
Yeah.
But this matchup should be great. Sat, what have you thought about the build-up, and who do you think wins?
Build up has been whack. It's been hot. It's been trash, hot garbage. So when they did the Asuka package yesterday, I was like, you know what? We've talked about how Rhea Ripley and Asuka are facing two people they shouldn't be facing. But Asuka's got something in common with Bianca that no one tapped into. Bianca's been a dominant champion for a year. Guess who knows about being dominant champion for a long time? Asuka does. The storyline could have been simple. Asuka lost her way. She went back, to Japan, found a bit of herself, and now she wants to restore her old self. Bianca, you remind me of an old me or young me or whatever, but I need to beat you for redemption. It could be a redemption arc. It's 2 redemption arcs. Rhea's got 1, and so does Asuka. But as per usual, main roster Asuka is not NXT Asuka, because NXT Asuka is a layered tweener. Asuka was never respectful. She was the whole, made ready for Asuka is because she was so arrogant and no one could beat her. She's like, you're not ready. You think you're ready. We get in the ring, you're gonna realize I ain't a diva. I am a wrestler. I'll knock your head off. Main roster Asuka, smiley. Even when she loses next week, it's like the John Cena effect. I lost, but I'm still smiling. I'm still dancing, Vince. Vince, you like this dance? You like this dance? Woo! NXT Asuka had layers, man, and that's why I missed the most. And I was hoping that we're gonna go back to that because Triple H, you were there, right? You take the credit. You booked her, right? I see none of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I want Asuka to win, but it's a part of me that screams Bianca may retain, and then lose it on Raw to Asuka or Backlash to Asuka. I do feel like Asuka may win, but it may not be that night. I hope I'm wrong. I'm gonna be that's gonna be one of the matches where the near fall is gonna hit my soul because I can't tell. Because Bianca's getting to that point, you don't want fans to turn on her, but at the same time, I can see them going like, "Hey, let's do it. History in the making. Retains."
And you got Negro Buck in chat that says, "Damn, that's a great story, Sat. See, WWE hire this man. You need him, Triple H. You need Sat. He could have helped you out with this build-up."
No, get this guy. This guy books well. I won't move to the States.
And all that video package on Raw was so well done, but all it really told me was Asuka was really good in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it really told me. It said Asuka was really good at NXT. This match is gonna be great. Hey, it's gonna be great. Don't worry, it's gonna be great. Don't worry about the build-up. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I think Bianca Belair wins. LOL. I think it's obvious. You say that you're having a hard time here, Seth. I am not. I think it's obvious that Bianca Belair.
It's my heart. I'm with you. I can see that it's the way they're not really pushing it. Is like I can see Bianca retaining it. It's kind of like she wasn't even a monster heel. She's struggling to beat Chelsea and Carmella. That goes to tell you that's not the Asuka that I was rooting for or want. My Asuka would have ate them up in 2 seconds by herself without needing to tag Bianca. That would have been a great story to tell. I don't need you. I could do it by myself. The competition element wasn't even there. They're trying to do a Rock and Austin, albeit someone read it on Wikipedia, never actually seen the build. That's what it feels like.
That's what it really feels like. It really feels like they saw other Shawn Michaels, John Cena ahead of WrestleMania 23, but never actually watched it.
Yeah, they read it.
Romeo, who do you got here, Bianca or Asuka?
I'm going the opposite way here. I think Asuka's going to win this. I think she's going to win it in heel fashion, using the mist and all that. I think even if Bianca wins here, I still think Asuka's set up to take it off of her in a rematch or something like that down the line at Backlash maybe. But I think it's Asuka. I think Triple H, that's his baby. He loves Asuka. There's 2 girls on this card that are his babies that he'll be looking out for. And I think we're going to see more of that NXT Asuka coming back here. Asuka's going to get taken seriously again. I feel like, yeah, it's just.
I didn't even mention the main point of why Bianca's going to retain.
Why?
She's coming out with a new reality show. And they've already taped her with the Raw Women's Championship from they started taping it in Royal Rumble. They're gonna feature her more after WrestleMania, not less. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why, business-wise, why they're gonna keep the title on Bianca. I can see where you guys are coming from in the future, maybe down the line, Asuka wins it, but I don't think it happens here. I think if we get Asuka turning heel, it's gonna be like Shinsuke Nakamura. She loses and then afterwards turns heel.
Which is what they should have done that night against Charlotte, but never mind that.
Right,
a WrestleMania moment here. I like what Sat was saying, where Bianca gets too John Cena-esque. You got to show your top baby faces have to show a little vulnerability every now and then, so the crowd can get behind them again on a chase.
Yeah, that's fair. And I want her to hit 1 year, so make this the night 2 match regardless. But let's talk about
54% of you picking Bianca, 46 Asuka.
So very close there. Let's talk about the trios from the women's matchups on this card, as it's going to be a women's trios matchup, as it's going to be Becky Lynch and Lita, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, teaming up with WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus to face Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Damage Control. This one all started back at SummerSlam all those months ago, where Damage Control then attacked Becky Lynch the night after, causing her the injury that took her out of action for a couple of months. Becky Lynch returned and helped Bianca's team beat Damage Control at War Games in November. Then Becky and Bayley feuded, and Becky beat Bayley in a steel cage match on Raw thanks to the help of Lita. Lita and Becky beat Dakota and Io to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships with the help of Trish Stratus. And now we have this trios matchup here. Now, guys, I said I wasn't going to do it anymore, but just recapping this whole entire feud, this is another one where I have to say, Damage Control has to win. They have to win. They got to win something. They've lost this entire feud. What are we doing here? Are we just going to have them completely washed? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going with Damage Control. Who you got, Sat?
Damage Control. The signature victory was back in Cardiff. Do you know how far that was? That was September. You know, if they won in Cardiff, they won in War Games, they won all the other matches, then I'll be like, that undefeated group, they're so menacing. And then you got Bayley being women's champion. That whole alternative timeline sounds so beautiful. Damage Control, one of the greatest trios, one of the greatest women's faction ever on the main roster. We just never saw it materialize. Look good on paper, great pop for SummerSlam, but it's never, even when Becky did her promo, where she went, you guys haven't reached your potential. I love Becky's promo. It's got little isms that I love, even though I'm kind of mocking it, but she doesn't take a breath. That's a 1 second breath because she's going in. Part of me is worried if they lose. I can see Io Dakota say, you know what, Becky's right, we're underlings. But we hear the rumor that Trish Stratus is, you know, she's sick of playing third wheel. I don't know about you, but Trish Stratus looks very happy in this department lately. I don't know if she's putting back in, because that maybe infects the brain. I'm not too sure. But yes, I think they're gonna lose because Damage Control wins. Trish Stratus is like, you know, trying to console Lita maybe, and then Becky, and then she does the smack, and then she does the Jericho thing, smack 3 times and a chick kick in her face, and then Lita's like, what are you doing? And she'll be conflicted between her longest friend and her tag team partner, and she's in the middle, and you have to choose. And because she takes too long to choose, Trish turns on her too. WCW style, Russo.
I don't think that we're gonna get the Trish turn here, but I think we're gonna see some type of miscommunication between Trish and Becky that starts down the line to eventually the Trish turn, and they face each other at SummerSlam.
Alrighty, Romeo,
who you got?
Man, we're all on damage control. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
The last few times that we have all been on damage control, they have lost soundly.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I picked her twice. I picked Bailey twice against Bianca Belair, and she lost both times. I picked
still
them
don't get
again
it.
at War Games, and they lost again. I haven't picked them since, but I'm
I-
gonna try it again.
I kind of agree with SB3 that I don't think we see the Trish turn here, which could lend to the favor that they actually win the match, instead of damage control. But yeah, I'm gonna go with damage control.
Because Bailey's washed.
Listen, they're like
She lost-
125 years old, all combined. That other team is like, come on, damage control has to win. Let
Yeah.
Lita take the fall.
Yeah,
You
Or
guys in the
Trish.
chat-
Lose her
No, not
confidence.
Trish. Not Trish. No, not
Trish
Trish.
lose her
Nah,
confidence.
Especially if Trish is going in a match with Becky. No.
I wanted to win, but you need salty Trish. How is she gonna get salty?
I guess. 53% of you are taking damage control.
There we go. See, look at that. Look at that. People are on the damage control bandwagon again.
They need a new theme. I think that's what people turn on them too.
They're damage L the way they've been booked so far.
And let me tell you something. If we do get Becky Trish down the line, I don't want to root for Becky. I want Becky to be the heel.
I agree.
I want to root for Trish.
No,
I agree.
Heel
Actually, Becky's gonna
Trish.
go over.
Listen, 04 Trish is coming back, guys. 04, 05 Trish is coming back. Or 04 to 06, or whenever she turned face again. She's coming back, guys.
I think it was like 05 because she went away for a little bit and then
Yeah.
came back on like the homecoming show.
You know, Mickey James helped her turn face. But you know what? We'll get Tom Cole out. We're going back, guys. Get the face mask back. We're going back. Get the tracksuit top. We're going old Trish again. Get the bow again. I want that. I want arrogant Trish. It's been a while. We need to see it because people heard the Trish lore. We grew up on Trish being a heel. Let's see heel Trish. That's the best Trish.
I would be all right with it. I just
All right.
don't want to cheer for Becky Lynch.
What did you do? What happened? I've missed you, dude. What did Becky do to you? What happened? What's
I mean,
going
Becky
on?
didn't do anything personally to me. I just
The man.
I mean, they had
The man is basically 2002 Austin. Is that what it is?
People like to root for the nostalgic old act.
yeah, that is true. That is true. Nostalgia.
When
Let's talk
did we-
about
When
Let's
did we
talk
become
about-
nostalgia? Sorry, when did we? I remember. I'm still young.
I'm still young still. Let's talk about Becky's significant other, Seth freaking Rollins. He's gonna go one-on-one with Logan Paul. Honestly, I feel like this has been one of the better build-ups going into WrestleMania this weekend. Logan Paul eliminated Seth Rollins from the Royal Rumble. He then cost him in the Elimination Chamber the United States Championship, helping Austin Theory beat Seth Rollins. And then he's knocked him out twice over the last couple of weeks, heading into the show of shows. Does Seth finally get the one-up on Logan Paul, or does Logan Paul pick up another victory at WrestleMania? Let's start with Romeo this time.
Hey, the Paul stock is dropping, and it dropped further here. The Paul family having a rough time at it. Seth Rollins needs to come out here on top, being that the feud is sort of, had Logan on top. But this is going to be fun. I mean, Logan's going to hang with Seth. This could be, match of the night we're talking about. But Seth Rollins for the win.
Who you got, Seth?
Seth freaking Rollins. If he doesn't win, I would advocate for him to take time off and be salty for 6 months and say that he was out of his contract, because Logan Paul is a good performer in the ring, good character as a heel. He was miscast as a babyface. Can't believe he was a babyface against Roman Reigns. What the heck are we on about? The parts, the pieces that led to the feud, I enjoyed. The Royal Rumble aspect, the Elimination Chamber aspect, I enjoyed. I didn't enjoy. We had too much Miz. It's the same issue we had with Asuka and Bianca, where you had these secondary heels being like standing to the point where I'm like, is Carmel, the last one is Carmel and Chelsea again? Is there be a fatal 4-way? Is that it's too much Miz? But then again, I understand Miz is being a stand-in for Logan Paul because Logan Paul can't make all the shows.
Yeah.
Again, I understand the reason why, but it kind of like muddied up the build a little bit. There's aspects I like. It would make a great video package, but overall, Seth has to win because he looked like a sucker so many times. The rule is, if you look like a sucker so many times, you get your revenge unless you're Booker T. You're a sucker forever there.
And Seth hasn't won at WrestleMania since WrestleMania 35 when he beat Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. So he can't put over Logan Paul. Man, he put over Kevin Owens at 36. He put over Cesaro at 37. He put over Cody Rhodes last year. He can't put over Logan Paul here. I think that Seth Rollins gets his big win. He hasn't got a big win really since the Riddle feud, if you really think about it.
A clean sweep. 100% of you are picking Seth. That's not good. That's not good.
I think people just don't like Logan Paul. But Logan Paul's been great. He's been great as a heel.
Great heel.
He's been a great heel, and he's taken to wrestling like a fish to water. It's been great to watch. Now, let's talk about the match that probably Romeo cares about the most, and I probably care about the least. Charlotte Flair will defend.
Really? You're not going to care about the match? Really?
The SmackDown Women's Championship against the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley. It was 3 years ago at WrestleMania 36 that Rhea Ripley, NXT champion, lost to Charlotte Flair in the opener of night 2 of WrestleMania 36. They faced in triple threat match a few times since then. Charlotte Flair also was the woman that defeated Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship in 2021. And now she has the opportunity to finally get a one-on-one victory against Charlotte Flair here at the Show of Shows. Unfortunately, WWE hasn't cared enough to tell that story very well, but here we are. Romeo, who do you got, Charlotte or Rhea?
When you said earlier, nobody needs to win their match more than Austin Theory, I said, Rhea Ripley needs this more than anyone else on both these nights. She needs to win more than anybody. This is her choice. This is all about revenge for the past Mania. If she loses this one again, what are we gonna do, Rhea? What are you gonna do? She can't lose this. What? She has to win. And you know what? I'm guaranteeing she wins. There's no way Rhea Ripley loses this against Charlotte. The only way there is a way. There's one possible way, and that's if a certain old Mr. McMahon looks at Triple H's script and says, hey, Paul, son, can I make one change? You got it, Pops. You got it. You can make one change. Good. Here you go. Takes out his eraser, his trusty eraser. Remember Vince with erasers. That's the only way.
Sat, who do you got here, and what have you thought about the build-up to this matchup here?
So, as SP3 said, I review SmackDown. That's what I do. The build has been rubbish. On paper, it could have been great. What was missing was those gritty sit-down promos. They were missing a JR. They need someone there so Rhea can break down how her first WrestleMania was the catalyst for her poor performance on the main roster until she joined Judgment Day. She could have mentioned how this match knocked her confidence, broke her down. She didn't know who she was. They could have went. I think what was missing was reality. The issue with Charlotte Flair feuds it lacks real lore and history, especially equity she built on the main roster. It's kind of like, people are scared of me, but you're not scared of me. What the fuck is this? Playground shit? No. Tap into why you are the way you are. The reason why you Nikki ASH, Liv Morgan, all of that somehow ties into when you lost your first WrestleMania. She could put all her bad luck, her crap matches with Asuka, why they had no chemistry. They can go back into that. Her confidence was shaken. Her Royal Rumble appearance with Bianca won. It should have been me. Why didn't I win? Just be the petulant heel. Blame it on Charlotte. When you beat me, I lost a piece of myself. I need that piece back. I have to beat you. None of that. It's just been rubbish. It's been like, and also, Charlotte Flair, not nepotisms, hard work, blah, blah. Oh, Charlotte. If Charlotte owned it, yes, my dad's name got me through the door. But my hard work, my dedication, it got me where I need to be. Because in the ring, Charlotte backs it up. Her character, unfortunately, booked by guys that do not understand how to book her as a real person. They book her as an idea. I always say that Charlotte Flair is not a real life person. Ashley Flair, great wrestler, seems like a lovely, shy person. But the character Charlotte Flair is kind of like manic dream pixie blonde woman for Vince McMahon's fantasy. Not booked well at all. the woman's a great wrestler, and then her booking's overshadowing everything, and the lack of not letting her evolve from being Flair's daughter. She's done a great job of being female Flair, because that's kind of like, you know, she's not a bloke, so she can kind of get away with being like, you know, a derivative of her father. But I like last year's The Opportunity when she dressed like a Disney villain, Disney queen.
Everything
that was something different.
Yeah,
that was for me. I was into that. I was like, she's The Opportunity, a new nickname, you know, new gear, you know, adding new moves to her repertoire. But then when she came back, it's kind of like they've kind of regressed a bit. And I'm like, no, we look like we're kind of evolving past who she was. All the wrestlers on the main roster, heck, even Mercedes Moné outside, they're all evolved. But my girl, they're regressing her. And anyway, Rhea to win. That's why I don't know if they want to book 2 women's title changes. I'm looking at all the title changes. Are we going to get a WrestleMania where all the title changes happen, or at least one retains? You know, Austin Theory is that my one. If I had to sacrifice one reign to be kept, Austin, you keep it. All the titles. Actually, Gunther, save Gunther as well. That's my prediction. Anyway, yes. I'm over talking, guys, but yeah, Rhea to win. Rhea needs this. What are we doing this for? The whole point of rehabbing her is because of crappy booking. So Rhea, I'm done. I'm gonna shut up.
The Triple H era. He's done a good job of building up 2 women, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. He should have just booked them against each other. And then Asuka, with this new version of Asuka, you could have told a very interesting story of this new version of Asuka is going to get revenge on the Asuka that they played the video package for, who lost all her mystique and her undefeated streak to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 34. It just made all the sense in the world. And this dude, Paul Lefebvre, as I like to call him, Flawed Paul, decided to pull up from half court like he's Carlton Banks on the Bel Air High School basketball team. And he just completely whiffed this. Both of these feuds, ridiculously. Rhea Ripley has to win. This is the story of WrestleMania is going to be about the downfall or the regression of the bloodline, and another stable has to come up to the surface as to fill in that spot as the number 1 stable in WWE. And I think the Judgment Day is going to do that, with the crown jewel of that being Rhea Ripley becoming the SmackDown Women's Champion. But they have done such a crap job of telling the story and getting people excited for this match. That will be great, because they always have great matches, but they have just done such a horrible job, except for Hell in a Cell 2021. I still remember that match that ended when I think it was Rhea hit Charlotte with a piece of the table. Yeah, that was an awful match. But other than that, they've always had great matches. But God, I'm so frustrated with this decision, when if you just swap these out, we would have had a lot more interesting feuds on both sides.
I don't know. I gotta disagree with you there. I don't think it's that cut and dry.
What
if Bianca and Rhea
you have never said a good point about why that would you just
say Bianca and Rhea both
Rhea would have been pussy if she. No, that's just you. That's just you. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't, because you expect WWE fans who you have assaulted more than anyone on this channel. You expect them to remember that she lost? You insult WWE fans. You insult all fans, wrestling fans. You are Jimmy Macaram. Jimmy Macaram, number 1. You're 1B. But you expect them to remember that Charlotte Flair beat Rhea Ripley. If she didn't mention Charlotte Flair and just said, I'm picking Bianca Belair because I was supposed to verse her all these months ago and got my title match taken away from me, and now I'm gonna go after her. We've been the irresistible force and the immovable object for months here on Monday Night Raw, and I'm gonna take her down, and the Judgment Day is gonna take over Monday Night Raw. If she just cuts that promo and we just build it up as the 2 young stars, the 2 babies of Triple H, this would be the night 1 main event, and nobody would be complaining. That is my other question to you, Romeo. Does this main event night 1 of WrestleMania, Charlotte and Rhea, with this awful build?
No. I think the tag team championship match main event still. If that, I don't think that still has a night yet, but I would go with that.
I agree with you. Sat, what about you?
My heart wants the tag titles, because logically thinking, do they want a heel to win and people to be deflated? In my mind, if they did go with Charlotte being main event, right? I don't think they'll resist her losing. You know what I'm saying? They were like, she did it again. The opportunity, the golden child, the 14-time champion, main event WrestleMania. Yay, the fireworks. Put that in the video package because she doesn't have that yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what's
I
missing.
will be unbearable.
See?
If Charlotte ends WrestleMania on top. Unbearable.
See?
He will be.
Fireworks
He will be.
everywhere. Birds flying, doves flying. Charlotte
Doves
did it
flying.
again.
73% of you are picking Rhea today.
I would have thought that would have.
Charlotte.
Yeah, I would have thought that this would have been 100% more than Seth and Logan. I think Logan has more of a chance of winning than Charlotte, but
Agreed.
hey, we shall
Rhea.
see.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about
really
two
makes
matches.
a passion out of people, doesn't she?
She does. She definitely does. I'll give her that. I think she's great. Great. She just facing the wrong person at this show. If she would have versed Asuka, you would have seen me talk all about how this was a great decision, but it's not a great decision here. But let's talk about two matches that won't get any emotion from probably anybody on this screen or anyone in the chat. The WrestleMania Showcase. We got the men's WrestleMania Showcase of Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders versus Street Profits. This is for nothing. This is the Andre the Giant Memorial of Tag Team Wrestling. Who do you got, Seth?
Man, it's so hard. So I'm trying to think about if KO and Sammy wins, or someone called him the Wild Sam Owens. If the Wild Sam Owens win.
What?
I hate you so much for that. I hate you so much.
I hate it.
I don't think I've ever hated you more, Seth.
It's worse.
When he says someone thought of that, does he mean himself?
No, I got dude.
Trying to pass the blame in case someone didn't like it.
I'll screenshot the WhatsApp. I promise you, brother. I can't. I would love to take. I love puns. The Wild Sam Owens.
Oh man,
I hate that so much.
Viking Raiders. I've all the group in that match. So I feel like Ricochet and Braun, they won the tag team tournament. They were fill-ins. They won the tag team tournament. So that's the only claim to fame as a team to legitimize them. Alpha Academy, they're in the midst of a breakup and a split, and they're former tag team champions. Street Profits, former tag team champions, but I feel like they're a dark horse to split up as well this year. I think Maxine Dupree will play a part in distracting Otis, and maybe Otis finally snaps and beats up Chad Gable. But Viking Raiders, I'm going Viking Raiders because the Wild Samoans, they need heels to wrestle, and then the Vikings are there. But at the same time, I can see them going with Street Profits because you want bangers as well. So Street Profits are my second option, but I'm going with Viking Raiders because they're wild and they're vicious. Viking Raiders.
I'm going with the Viking Raiders as well because I feel like a heel team should win. Because if they're gonna retcon this to make this feel like it was something that was important, the winner of this should get a shot at the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. And because of my prediction for that match, I gotta pick a heel team here, and Viking Raiders just makes sense. But I want to go with the Street Profits, but I'm gonna go with Eric and Ivar here. Who do you got, Romeo?
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the winner is definitely gonna get a tag team title shot. I can't pick the Viking Raiders to win a big match at WrestleMania. I just can't. I'm going with the Street Profits. The Street Profits are a much more established tag team. And Europe, yeah, it'll be baby faces versus baby faces, but who cares because it'll be a good match. So
Valhalla. Valhalla.
I can't. I'm not putting my stock in that. I'm not going down with that ship.
You did a Ricochet. What's that smell? Oh, got back into the ring.
I still can't get over it. I just had to tweet that out and the retweet for this video that he just called them the Wild Sam Owens. That is one of the worst things I've ever heard. One of the worst puns I've ever heard in my life.
44% of you got Street Profits, 33 Viking Raiders, 22 Alpha Academy, nobody Braun Ricochet.
That's surprising. You would think with Braun's push, he would be a favorite to win this. We got East who says the Viking Raiders has to win. We got Frantic World going by their former name, the War Machine. We got Dolores saying this match is for the people who ain't got nothing to do. Pretty much Pretty much. Speaking of people who don't got much to do, the women's WrestleMania showcase, as we're gonna have Natalya and Shotzi versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, now known as the Complaint Department. Love that name.
Love it.
Versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Romeo, who you got here?
Man, this is these tag teams, man. Just most of them are just a wild mess. Forget wild Sam Owens. Wild messes right here. Sonya and Chelsea have been a tag team for a total of 1 day. Natalya, Shotzi have zero chemistry whatsoever.
The Black Hearts. Shotzi Black Hearts.
Ronda is supposedly hurt, broken arms. What, still wrestling? What is going on here? Ronda and Shayna have to win. Otherwise, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I got Ronda and Shayna to win this, and then we can get Ronda and Becky in the ring together for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
By the way, Ronda didn't want to be women's champion, didn't want to defend it, wanted to be a tag team with Shayna. So that's why we got Charlotte as women's champ. So can we blame Ronda for all this?
Can you say thank you to Ronda? you got your 40, you got number 14, and you got to do that whole big celebration on that episode of SmackDown. We should thank Ronda. But literally, they weren't even gonna do the Rhea versus Bianca then either. They were gonna do Rhea versus Ronda, which might be worse than Rhea versus Ronda. This is why I say this man is not that good as y'all want to give him credit for in Triple H. Seth, who do you got?
Well, I hope Carmella is well enough to join the complaint department. It'll be the new trios group. They can complain against Damage Control. Say your time's over. We need more spotlight. I assume Ronda Rousey makes Chelsea tap out. Yeah, let's go with that. Another thing to complain about: a broken foot. the ring condition was horrible. I love in Chelsea. Chelsea and Braun are the best returns that Triple H has brought into the company. So yeah, I think Chelsea's been great. She's been thoroughly sports entertained whenever she's on camera.
Love her.
She has been really good. She has quickly become the best of all the shit that he brought back and hasn't done much with. Anyway, let's move on.
The Andre the Giant guys, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is most of those guys. Karrion Kross. When's the last time you saw Roman Reigns? That first night, yeah.
And I love his excuse of, oh no, not everybody that I brought back was supposed to be main event stars. My dude, you brought back Karrion Kross in a segment with Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. Stop lying. Stop lying.
But I ain't gonna lie, I pop for that segment because I like anything different better than
exactly. Everybody popped for that segment, but it didn't amount to much. Romeo, you have the results.
Yeah, 56 for Ronda Shayna, 33 for Liv Raquel, 11 for Natty and Shotzi, 0 for the complaint department.
What? The complaint department should be like number 2. Should be number 2 behind Ronda and Shayna. Let's talk about the match that probably will steal this entire 2-night WrestleMania event for the Intercontinental Championship. It's a triple threat match. Gunther will defend against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Of course, Gunther and Sheamus had the classic at Clash at the Castle. They had another great matchup on SmackDown where Gunther defeated Sheamus twice. Sheamus got into a tag team with Drew McIntyre, but when it came to WrestleMania season, both guys had their eyes on the Intercontinental Championship. We got the double pin in the number 1 contenders matchup that resulted in a singles match between the two men, and then Gunther and Imperium jumped the Banger Bros, or the artists formerly known as Banger Bros, resulting in this triple threat contest. This should be a hell of a matchup. I expect 15-20 minutes of absolute hard hitting, chops everywhere, hard hits. You know Sheamus and Drew, how they work, and you know how Gunther and Sheamus work out with each other. So it's going to be a great triple threat matchup. But I need someone else, because my entire lifetime I have had the honor, or the lack thereof honor, to say that the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion I've ever seen is the Honky Tonk Man. Forever and a day, my entire lifetime, I need someone to break that record, and I need it to be Gunther.
Amen.
Winning.
Amen. How many more days he needs?
I think he just needs like 100 and change after this.
Well, tell Honky Tonk Man at WrestleMania he can pop that champagne because I don't have Gunther winning. I got Sheamus winning the IC title, getting himself a WrestleMania moment. I don't think Gunther gets pinned. I think Drew gets pinned. This will be an all-time WrestleMania classic.
Listen, if Triple H wants to beat allegations here that he doesn't know what he's doing here, he needs to be smart. I'm with you, SP. If Demolition's record can get broken in real life, in real time, so can Honky Tonk Man, who in-ring style or aura does not match what the Intercontinental title is meant to be about. Gunther was born to be Intercontinental champion and above. This is the kind of thing they used to do in the past. Build up a guy as a dominant Intercontinental champion, then he's ready for the main event. I'm hoping that Sheamus does not win, that later on, once Gunther's now broken a record, Sheamus puts his career on the line, then you career as a title, because he is of that age. He said it that he needs to be Intercontinental champion. So it's kind of like Gunther, I beat you so many times, I'm not interested. My career, because he's so desperate, right? His career. If I can't beat you, you can say you retired me. In that pride of Gunther, he puts title on like he's beaten before. He's overly cocky, then he loses. That's what down the line. I want Gunther
Money
to
in the
win.
bank. Do that Money in the Bank in the UK.
If it does match, yeah. If the maths line up for breaking the record, then yeah. And also, I want to say this is Gunther's first WrestleMania. That's Triple H's guy. You're saying his first WrestleMania? The old man is there. I knew he's rubbish. Sheamus, that's my guy. Hey, remember I used to push him 10 years ago. He's so
Sheamus
great.
is also his guy. Don't forget that.
That's
Sheamus
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's like his oldest son. He's like, you've done well. You know, you know what I'm saying? Sin Cara didn't work out, but you've
What
made
is
me
that
proud.
one WrestleMania moment Sheamus has?
The 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's more about Daniel Bryan's failure, but
but that
backfired
was
on them.
supposed to be his shining moment right there. That was supposed to be, but hey,
it's Gunther. It has to be Gunther. It's Gunther's first WrestleMania, and then Triple H was trying to prove it. Because in my mind, if we're gonna book this right, Gunther is the one that ends Cody's reign. If we book it right,
yes, I agree. I agree with you 100% there that Gunther should probably be the one to end Cody's reign, but that's a couple of months down the line. That's not immediate. Gunther doesn't need to lose the championship right now. And Honky Tonk Man's record is 454 days, and Gunther has had it for, I believe it's now, 290 days. So he is about 100.
100. Wait.
140, no, 106, 160 days away.
Damn.
I'm not sure that math lines up with Money in the Bank. I don't know.
No, it probably doesn't. It probably doesn't, but I still need it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care when it lines up. I don't care.
I'm not gonna be mad either way. If Drew McIntyre wins, I'll be mad.
There you go.
I'll be mad. Because this is the closest we've gotten to an Intercontinental champion actually breaking a record. So that's why I'll be mad, because this will never happen again. Because remember, this whole title reign started when the old man took a vacation. Now the old man's kind of like, hey, you know what? I would actually do this, actually. You know? Flipping heck.
55% of you got Gunther, 27 McIntyre, 18 Sheamus.
There you go. So that people know.
More people got Drew than Sheamus.
That's crazy. Let's talk about the Hell in a Cell match. And we got the regular color back, guys. It's not that red crappy cell. It's the regular color once again, as Edge will go one-on-one with the Demon, Finn Balor. These two guys have been feuding for well over a year now. When Edge created the Judgment Day last year at WrestleMania, they were feuding with Finn Balor and AJ Styles before Finn Balor joined the group. And then the group turned on Edge. Edge got revenge, returning at SummerSlam to cost them a matchup against the Mysterios. Then Edge and Rey Mysterio beat the Judgment Day at Clash at the Castle. Then Finn finally got a win over Edge in the at Extreme Rules in an I Quit match where they gave the concerto to Beth Phoenix right in front of Edge. Even after he said I quit, Edge was gone for a while, then came back at the Royal Rumble Mysterio, eliminating the Judgment Day from the matchup, but he still didn't get enough revenge. He had to beat them at Elimination Chamber, where Edge and Beth Phoenix beat Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor, but then Finn cost Edge the United States Championship against Austin Theory on the Raw following Elimination Chamber to set up this matchup here. Now we got a Hell in a Cell match where it's going to be the Demon Finn Balor versus the Devil inside of Edge. We've been hearing rumors that we're going to get a Brood version of Edge with the Brood entrance. Even Gangrel is being reportedly brought in for his entrance. So we might get holy shit chance for the entrances alone. I think this match will deliver, but I think we all are in agreement. This needs to be the end. Sat, who do you got?
Man, when you're running down the feud, in the beginning, I was like, Demon's winning, Demon. I was like, wait. Finn has a victory over him. What are the odds? What are the odds the Finn goes 2-0 in singles feud? Edge has racked up some wins, but in singles feud, Finn has won. So it's kind of like, Edge, be like Christian. Just lose. I want Finn to win. Finn needs it. Triple H apparently is very high, on Finn Balor. That's one of his sons. Again, the old man's there. He has to prove, look, see, I told you this guy's great. We gave him the Universal title for a reason. You know what I'm saying? This guy's great. Because he's going to be the gorilla. He's going to be watching this. And why did he win? I don't know about that. What's a smell? Swat that smug face. So I think Finn has to win. Edge seems like a kind of guy who's reasonable, but at times he's been booked unreasonably. Kind of like I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Finn. My heart wants Finn, and it should be Finn. I'm sorry. Edge, just lose to Finn.
We got Daryl in the chat with a nice little tidbit here saying September 4th, Gunther would break the record. So do Clash at the Castle 2.
I'm thinking,
Gunther versus Sheamus. Bingo.
Career versus title. Whoever works for WWE watching this, spread the knowledge.
Spread it. We just set up the big matchup for Clash of the Castle 2. You're welcome, WWE.
Mrs. P3, spread the wealth.
Romeo, who do you got? Finn or Edge?
I'm a little concerned about this match. I've not been enjoying Edge matches lately. Like they haven't been hitting for me. Don't go too long with this match because it might get bad if you try to go too long.
14 minutes in the Hell in a Cell.
Try to keep it at a nice time. I got to think Edge is in his final days. Put Finn Balor over. Do us that big favor. I can't wait to see the Demon. I miss the Demon. I hope the Demon's got a little purple to him this time around. Let's go Balor.
Demon theme. What's the Demon theme going to be like?
Yeah.
It is. Dun. No, he refuses.
I'm going with the Demon Finn Balor. They have to reimagine, reinvigorate the allure of having the Demon. Since the last time we saw him, he lost to a turnbuckle. So I gotta say the Demon Finn Balor wins here, and he should do it clean. He should just beat him. I would, I see people in the chat talking about, Judgment Day's gonna get involved, but I just think Demon Finn Balor should beat Edge on his own to finally end this feud, and then Edge can move on, take another break, and do another return by like SummerSlam. Who cares?
62% of you got Balor.
There we go. We're all on the same page there. Speaking of the Judgment Day, the final matchup involving a member of Judgment Day is probably the matchup that has been built up the best out of all three of their matches and out of most of this card. It's going to be father versus son, Rey versus Dominik Mysterio. It was Dom who turned on Rey all the way back at Clash at the Castle. He then joined the Judgment Day, aligning with Rhea Ripley, his mommy. And over the past 8 months, we have seen Dom basically torture and torment his father, whether it be on the holidays at Thanksgiving, jumping him in Rey Mysterio's own home, whether it be on Christmas, where Dom showed up at his grandfather's house and had to be sent away by the police and arrested, where he became ex-con Dom. Ray's left Monday Night Raw and went to SmackDown to stay away and not be able to fight his son. He has refused to fight his son for month after month, regardless of Dom attacking him, regardless of what Dom has had to say to him. He has denied the fact, he refused the fact to fight his son until his son disrespected his mother, Ray's wife, Angie, in the front row. And now Ray punched his son, beat his son's ass, and he's here to do it on the grandest stage of them all. Child abuse. Thumbs up for child abuse. Let's
Don't try this at home.
Ray versus Dominik. Who do you got, Romeo?
What a feud. This is what WrestleMania is all about, man. Feuds like this. I hope the video package is good. I hope they mix in the little pictures of Dominik as a kid. Maybe even the custody of Dominik match. Maybe you want to mix in highlights from there. I hope Dominik comes out on a low rider, full Eddie Guerrero, something like that. That'd be cool. I got to go with Dom right here. Rey Mysterio, the only reason to be doing this match is to put your son over and start his ascension and his career with a huge WrestleMania moment, beating an active Hall of Famer. Wow. I wish WWE still did blood, because this would be one where it hit even harder if we could do blood. Some of these matches, like Edge Balor, that probably also need blood. Maybe Roman Cody, definitely the tag team title match. But we'll see who can sneak it in somehow, some way. Or
Cody sneaking it in.
Cody's gonna find a way.
We need to do the Brett in Austin, where Austin didn't want to split himself over, and Brett was like, "It's okay, I'll just throw you into the barricade. You just cut yourself real quick."
I'm going with Dominik. Sounds like Judgment Day's sweeping everything. Can Damian Priest get the Andre the Giant one too? On top of that, who knows?
That's a good shout. I wasn't thinking of him for that, but that's actually a good shout. Seth, who do you got? Ray versus Dom.
So I'm of two minds. I feel like if Ray wins this one, will it mean less if they have another match for his retirement? Because I assume Ray wants his last match to be with his son, then hand over the mask and become Prince Mysterio or whatever, redemption tour. It could be a case that Ray wins to show that Dom, you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
A part of me thinks, because, by the way, shout out to Dominik. He went from having X-Pac heat to legit entertaining heat. It's not that heat they used to have when it's like Vicky Guerrero level. Shut your mouth, you petulant bastard. I've been telling people who never grew up on Heel 1-2-3 Kid, Dominik is the closest to Heel 1-2-3 Kid. I'm so sad we're not getting a crybaby match where Ray can just win by putting New gen match. You know what? He's been a petulant kid, right? It would have fit. Anyway, I think Ray's going to win because they tell that story that Dominik's not ready yet, because Dominik's heel reaction is great, but in terms of believability, he's still gaining his credence. He beat Johnny Gargano. He can hang his hat on that. He beat Santos Escobar. So they are building him, but I feel like Ray needs to win this, and then when he have his last match, it'll mean more when his son finally beats him, because that's like a passing of the torch. We're not there yet. It's kind of like you're burning the torch. And then at the same time, Dom can still cheat to win, but I think Ray's taking so much abuse. This would be almost not equal to Booker T, because that was racism attack, but your son cucking you and you lose. And then again, this is Vince. Vince he likes Ray losing. That's like the law in WWE. Ray still always gets embarrassed in WWE.
Yes.
Vince is there like, Dominik should win. He's clearly over. But Triple H as the father, no child should mug off their dad. So Ray.
Let me add something to that. I don't think it's out of the question that it does turn into Ray's career on the line. Maybe that's something they set up at Hall of Fame.
I don't think they're gonna do the Hall of Fame, bro. I thought they were gonna do it if they didn't make the match already. I mean, I don't mind it, but I think that this is a very unpredictable match because it can go either way. In my opinion, you can see Ray, putting over his son, but you can also see Ray getting revenge for the past 8 months, where he's just basically had to eat shit constantly on behalf of his son. But
Santos ate shit as well. I mean, everyone's eating shit from his team. So for them to lose, his birthday, he got humiliated by Rhea. That's been going on for a while. My guy's been getting bullied. He left his own show because he get bullied, but he's son of his gang.
I'm gonna actually go with Dom. I'm gonna actually go with Dom here because I think that eventually we are gonna get to the career on the line or the mass on the line at least. But I think that Dom wins here, and then Ray gets his win back in Puerto Rico when it's Ray and Bunny versus Damian Priest and Dom. So I think that Dom wins here. Ray gets his win back, and then maybe SummerSlam or another big show, they do the third match between the two, and Dom beats him for the mass. And that's the whole. I feel like the whole reason they're putting Ray in the Hall of Fame this year is because this is the last chance for them to put him in the Hall of Fame before he loses his mass.
Yeah, I like your idea. I think it's going to be great at the Hall of Fame when Ray's giving a speech and you got Angie there, you got Aaliyah there, and they just got like an empty chair.
Yes, they need the empty chair. They just put a teardrop. They put a teardrop on the chair. We got our brothers, the Smart Psychology Podcast in the chat. What's up, fellas? Saying, yo, what's up? True Heel Heat fam. By the way, anyone check on Sleepy Ness? Great stuff at the end. LOL. Oh, and Dom for sure getting the heat is gonna be so glorious. Yes, I can't wait for the promo on the Raw after WrestleMania for Dom, because he's getting booed out the building in LA.
Pretty close poll. 53 going with Ray, 47 Dom.
It's very unpredictable. This is one of the more unpredictable matches on this show. Smart Psychology also saying if Ray goes hootie hoo, it's over for Dom. Yes, he's gonna go filthy animals. That's what Seth is saying. He's gonna go filthy animals on his son.
Hootie hoo!
Rumble up in my dude. Hootie hoo! Let's talk about, in my opinion, the top two matches on this two-night event, because it all has to do with the number one storyline in WWE today, and possibly top 5, top 3 all-time stories, the Bloodline. And does it come to an end at WrestleMania? First, for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, will defend against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This story starts all the way back at April of last year, where Sami Zayn wanted to get some legitimacy back to his reputation and went to the Bloodline and wanted to work. The locker room leader wanted to work with the tribal chief, and he started to wear the Bloodline shirt and help out the Usos. The Jimmy Uso called him the honorary Us of the Bloodline. He eventually got the favor of Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, but Jay Uso was always against Sami Zayn until Sami Zayn showed his loyalty by turning his back on his best friend Kevin Owens in Survivor Series War Games, giving him the low blow, giving the win to Jay Uso, and then Jay Uso fully accepted. He let his guard down and fully accepted Sami Zayn into the family, going as far as to defend Sami in the trial of Sami Zayn when the rest of the Bloodline had gotten fed up with his antics. It was Jay Uso who came to his rescue. Sami then came to the rescue of the Usos, helping them retain the Raw Tag Team Championships on the same show. But then Sami had enough of Roman Reigns manipulating, Roman Reigns bullying. After getting smushed in the face at the Royal Rumble, he put the knife in the back of Roman Reigns via a steel chair and turned on the Bloodline. He did not turn on Jay Uso. He actually told him, I'm sorry, but the rest of the Bloodline jumped Sami Zayn. Jay left the ring and left his family. For a number of weeks, he came back and helped Jimmy retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles against Braun Strowman and Ricochet, all the while his attention and his alliance with the Bloodline was up in the air. He came out at Elimination Chamber and stepped in the way of Roman Reigns, hitting Sami Zayn with the steel chair. He got a spear from Zayn by accident. Because of that, Sami lost to Roman, and then it was Jay who finally decided he was going to stick with his family when Jimmy's ass was on the line, because Roman was going to start blaming him and start punishing Jimmy. Jay decided to stick with the Bloodline and turned on Sami Zayn. All the while, Sami had been trying to get Kevin Owens to be on his side, but Kevin Owens said he's not going to fight by someone who doesn't even care to be his friend, until Sami Zayn let him know, I love you, and Kevin Owens returned. He helped out Sami Zayn, fought off the Usos. They gave us the big hug we've been waiting for, and now we have this matchup. A full year of a storyline. When was the last time we could say this going into WrestleMania? But we got it here. Who walks out with the undisputed WWE tag team titles? Seth, what have you thought about this build, this story, and who do you think wins?
Dude, I had to plead the case of why KO and Sami needed to fight for the tag titles and Sami not for the title at WrestleMania. Remember, I don't really tweet. Recently, I've been, showing my opinions on social media. And one of the things I felt strongly about is a Sami and KO, Generico. I don't care. People saying El Generico and Sami Zayn, they ain't the same person. Listen, I'm breaking kayfabe. Listen, they're an established tag team. It's time for the Wild Sam Owens to win their tag titles, to add it to the illustrious PWG ROH tag title collection. It's time, guys. And there's also a reward for Sami Zayn for doing a great job with the egg storyline. Apparently, it was the golden egg storyline that made Vince McMahon realize this Sami Zayn, he's quite good. I don't know. Vince doesn't know half of the people in his roster, but he finally saw Sami Zayn in front of him. Who's this kid? He's really good. And then, Jack House match showed him, having a great match, taking a loss for the team, and showing that you can have a farcical match, but make it psychological and entertaining for the crowd. My partner, who's a casual observer, she loved the Jack House match. So that says a lot. So this is a reward for helping the stale bloodline storyline that a lot of people were saying was washed, how it was great in the Thunderdome, how this iteration of the bloodline is boring. Sami Zayn helped breathe new life into the bloodline. And this is his reward. KO should have been world champion 1,000 times over in that 3 years. He's one of the people like Drew McIntyre who suffered because Roman Reigns has been champion for too long. This is also his thank you for giving Austin a great match. He could raise a mistake up the joint. KO and Sami, this is their reward. KO 2 years in a row, main eventing shows. Let's talk about that. Let's do it. And for the women's to be the main event match. But hey, let's do it. KO 2 years in a row. Let's do it. That would be
good job re-signing KO. Jeez.
Yeah.
Got a lot out of it.
He made the right choice. Romeo, who you got?
Oh man, I love this storyline. It's fitting. It's WrestleMania goes Hollywood. We get a Hollywood storyline right here with everything that's going on with the bloodline. KO and Sami need to win. They will win. All you people who were fiending for Sami and Roman one-on-one to Mania, eat your words, man. Now you're getting 2 WrestleMania moments instead of one. So I'll go with that. I wish this match would have blood so bad. It needs blood so bad. We'll see what happens. And let's give a little props to Triple H. Of course, the storyline was set up for him by Vince, but Triple H took it. He made it better. Let's give him his credit. SP3, you could give me True Heel Heat, this baby you've created, and I could fuck it up. Triple H didn't fuck this up. Not yet, at least.
No.
What if the Usos win?
No. Listen, Rome. We're not giving flowers to that Paul. Mr. Heyman.
Exactly.
Mr. Heyman, please stand up. Add this to your Raven and Tommy Dreamer storyline as one of the best storylines you ever conceived. Mr. Ananawi, Joseph.
Yes.
Stand up.
The best work you've ever done. Joe. Yes. This is the best work you've ever done.
Sami, get up. Galliant, sir. Galliant. 3 men. All Triple H does is listens to great opinions. Unlike the old man acts like he's got, Q-tips in his ears. Like,
but the old man was listening to Roman and Paul. He was listening to Roman and Paul. So in this instance, this is why I say, I can't give Triple H the credit that Romeo or other Triple H attorneys like to give him, because you have to split the credit or the praise with him and Vince. But most of the credit should go to Paul Heyman, to Roman Reigns, and to Sami Zayn for reviving this after, the Paul in the middle of Roman and Brock. That was interesting for a while until they stretched it out too long, and that's when people started complaining about the bloodline again. But Sammy was the first thing, and then it was Paul and Roman getting more authority and more hand involved in it due to Triple H. So I give Triple H credit, I give Vince credit, but I give the credit to the performers themselves. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn need to win the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships, and they need to do it one of 2 or 3 ways. One would be with the package power driver into the brain buster, a tribute to their old finisher in Ring of Honor and PWG, or with the Doomsday device, or with the Jay Driller into the Froggy Bow. They need to give me a Jay Briscoe tribute in this matchup, because Jay Briscoe and the Briscoe brothers, 15 years ago, I was a kid in the Hammerstein Ballroom watching them become stars here in America against the Briscoes, and they need to tribute Jay in this matchup back together, winning the tag team titles in WWE.
A couple of things. I'll be so intrigued because I think Roman's going to go on a little vacation. I'll be so intrigued to see what they do with the Usos after this. Could you see a one-on-one feud with Jimmy and Jay?
No, they're too interconnected. I would love for more of Usos versus Sammy and KO. I want to see like a ladder match or a TLC match with these two teams. These two teams could be the new feud that people talk about years down the line, like how people still talk about Usos versus the New Day or Revival versus DIY. In WWE, they need that new feud in the tag team division, and I think the Usos versus Zayn and Owens could be that.
But I don't think the Bloodline storyline culminates at all with WrestleMania. I think there's still more story to tell with Jay and Roman, and we still haven't even gotten to The Rock yet. That still needs to happen down the line.
Maybe not. My man is getting a bit too old to be bumping. You know what I'm saying?
and he's too busy ruining DC. Anyway, let's talk about the rest of the Bloodline storyline with the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania 39. It's going to be Roman Reigns defending the undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Cody Rhodes, the winner of the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. It was at that event he came in at number 30, returning from injury to win the Royal Rumble, and he's set out to finish his story to become the first Rhodes to hold the top prize in WWE. Paul Heyman has used the fact that Cody Rhodes has always kind of been jealous of the Dusty's kids, because Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' father, has taught so many superstars in WWE, including Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman said that Roman Reigns is the son that Dusty always wanted. But is he going to be able to beat the son that Dusty always had in Cody Rhodes? These two men have had exceptional promos with each other, especially Cody on Monday Night Raw from last week, where he said after Roman Reigns loses at WrestleMania, Jay will leave, Jimmy will leave, Solo will leave, Paul Heyman will become an advocate again, and he will be a man without a family, a Roman with no reigns, a chief with no tribe. Is it going to come true, or does Roman Reigns' reign continue and he hits 1,000 days on May 27th? Or does Cody finally
all these records to be broken?
Romeo, who do you got?
By the way, 35% of you are picking the Usos to win. Man, that's a lot. High number.
That's a lot.
Crazy. Cody Rhodes is winning. Let's get this American Nightmare World Championship Winged Eagle new title belt that represents the undisputed World Championship. Can't wait. Cody Rhodes, man. Roman, enjoy your vacation. You've done well, sir. Enjoy your couple months off. Can't wait to see you for SummerSlam.
Sat?
Guys, can you pinpoint one of the reasons why Cody Rhodes' run has worked out so far? I finally figured it out. Can you figure out? Do you know why? You know what's the difference between his AEW run and WWE run? Do you know what the difference is?
What?
No Arn Anderson cocking him at every turn.
Oh, damn.
Right? No, I'm gonna pull out a gun. No burning his suit in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? No, Brandy coming out and saying open mic. I think it's all of that distraction. He's not DDP 95 where he wore a mink coat, rings, he had valet, he had a bodyguard. It's just too much. He doesn't have the Nightmare Factory. It's just the man himself. What got him over in the first place without the extra accoutrement? It's gonna be Cody Rhodes for many reasons. This is an investment. They let him keep his theme, his entire IP, so they can say, "Hey guys, over there in All Elite Land, look, he's our champion, MJF."
This could be you.
If you sign a contract, forget him. Starks, come over here. I mean, Taker and Starks are close as well, so you know. This is a proof in pudding. FTR said it. Cody's not getting screwed. Usos
This might not be in
time.
charge.
Yeah. Usos, the tag title is main event in WrestleMania. FTR like, fuck that. WrestleMania's got the tag title main event. Yes. Cody Rhodes wins because it's a great show for everyone at AEW that's tired. I feel like Hangman will be great in WWE. They're missing a babyface like Hangman as well, even though he might stay loyal to the Bucks and the Elite. But yeah, Cody for the win because it will let everyone know in the background in AEW. Come over here. It's kind of like Suge Knight. If you're sick and tired of your owner tweeting a lot, taking all the credit for starting the company, come over to WWE where I will steal your ideas but let you do it and take credit for it too. It's all about the game. It's how you play
it.
Yeah, so yeah, Cody Rhodes for the win.
As much as I want Roman Reigns to win at WrestleMania because I am an agent of chaos and I want to see the wrestling Twitter world burn down at my feet for all that Cody Rhodes has done to me. He's done to me. He denied me a 2-sweet. He flipped me off.
Deserved it.
No, I didn't deserve it. He gave 2-sweets to other people of lighter complexion, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. He solved racism. He solved friendship. Oh my goodness. We all want to praise Cody Rhodes, but this is so not the story that he should be finishing. The story of Cody Rhodes is all about adversity. There's been no adversity since he came back. He comes back at the Royal Rumble at number 30, the final spot. And he just wins. He's won all his matches since he came back to WWE. And then he just gets the red carpet to the Undisputed Universal Championship and ends the longest reign of the modern era days before he hits 1,000 days. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. This is not the story. What should happen is Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns with Roman Reigns' foot under the ropes, dusty finish. Cody gets his celebration, and then another referee comes down and says, no, Roman's foot was under the ropes. We got to restart the match. Roman Reigns spear. 1, 2, 3.
Kick out.
Get me to 1,000 days on May 27th. That's what should happen. But what will happen, Cody Rhodes will finish the story and win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Congratulations, all you people. All you people.
SB, do you know people. SB, you know there's someone in the coma. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna ask, who's champion? Roman? Well, did he win it again? No, he's been champion since the whole time. What? Someone that's waking up from a coma right now, he will go back into the coma and say, wake me up when there's a new champion. That is too long to be champion. And think about this. Cody's in big business, great house show numbers, great merch sale numbers. Do not botch it. That's like a Vince finish. That's like Vince out of touch. And I get it. You know what? I'm with you. I once upon a time got tired of Cody thinking he's so racism. Cody put his boots in the ring. Listen, there was a time when he annoyed me. He was like the welcoming committee for all the new guys, and I want all the new guys to win. I ain't gonna be hypocritical. I'm gonna own up that I was one of those people, but he's working in WWE. He's being booked like Cena, and people are liking it. We're fickle, jaded fans, but we're lapping it up. Tearing that pec helped a lot, because I don't think
this is the all American white baby face that WWE has wanted since John Cena.
No, since 93. I keep saying, Cody, where were you in 93? I don't know, 7?
John Cena filled the role. John Cena filled the role masterfully after the Hulk Hogan era. They were looking for it for a while before 2005, and then Cena filled it for over a decade.
The biggest yes man. Cena is the ultimate yes man. Yeah.
For the past 7 years, they've been looking for someone else. They had a Samoan trying to fill it, and it didn't work until he went heel, and then he's finally hit his true potential. But they need that white meat, all American white baby face, and Cody
blonde hair, blue eyes.
Cuban also. Don't forget that Cody saved a friendship. Don't forget that. Add that to his resume. He saved Sammy and KO. Put it back together.
Samoans owe him, a champagne bottle or something. And get Brandy to come out and celebrate with him and kiss him in the ring.
In Liberty.
Would love it. Yes,
in my soul. Yeah.
It needs to be him holding Liberty and an arm around Brandy.
And the dog.
And the dog. And the dog. Yes. No fireworks around the dog.
Oh, yeah. That's
right. Yes.
Never mind.
We saw how that happened. But yes, I will never forgive Cody Rhodes for flipping me off. I will never forget. I will never forgive.
SB, what did you do? SB,
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I gave a 2-sweet to Hangman Adam Page, gave a 2-sweet to Frankie Kazarian, and then Cody came up. He faked like he was going to give me a 2-sweet, and he flipped me off after he gave other people of a lighter complexion the 2-sweet before me. But he had to flip me off.
Question: If you tell him that and he apologizes and he wants to redeem himself, will you forgive him?
Maybe. I forgave him. I forgave him at All In. I was like, thank you for selling out a 10,000 seat building. I've hated you and booed you at the building everywhere we've been, but I forgive you now. But all of that hatred that came back after he solved racism or pretended he solved racism in AEW, Cody Devontae Rhodes.
65% of you rolling with Cody, 35 Roman.
I like that number. 35% are on the side of greatness. And yes, Smart Psychology saying SP3 wants reparations from Cody. Yes, I do. Yes, you can't let this white man try to claim solving racism. Can't do it.
Can I ask you guys 2 more questions about Mania before we wrap this up? One,
yeah, go for it.
Who do you think will have the best ring gear?
Bianca Belair
and Seth Rollins.
I say Seth and Rey Mysterio.
I can see that. I can see Rey. But
who do you think will have the best entrance?
Bianca's rumored to have an entrance that's in the pipeline, so I think that will be great. Seth, because in terms of the crowd, they're gonna whoa. Yeah. The one thing I hate about that chant is they don't go to the next. What's the next line of the song? Oh, they don't do that. I'm like, they ain't coordinated enough to do that because they just repeat it. Oh, all right. Next part.
I think entrance wise, I'm gonna go with either Seth, Demon Finn, or Rhea Ripley if she has the band playing her out.
I'm gonna say Balor, Edge, and Cody.
Cody's
Bianca's gonna have a band.
I think that it's gonna feel like the Cena entrance, because I feel like Bianca Belair, it's gonna be hard to top last year's entrance with the HBC marching band.
Well, she said it. She mentioned it recently. I don't know what podcast it was. Something click this. She said that she's got something planned in the pipeline for Mania. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, I want to thank our good brother, my mocha brother, Seth Niangi, for joining us for our WrestleMania 39 preview. We're going to give you the spotlight, sir. Tell the people where they can follow you on social media, your work over on the WrestleTalk news channel, WrestleTalk podcast channel. Let the people know.
Thank you so much. You can find me on WrestleTalk every Saturday, hence why it's called Sat-E Day. What day is on Saturday? It's WrestleMania weekend, but it's also Sat-E Day on Saturday. I'm doing the podcast, SmackDown podcast. I'm doing this Saturday with my co-host Tempest. He's from Canada. Also, if you want to chat to me, I'm on Twitter at SatNext2. It's right down here. There. And yeah, that's what I have. And also, there's a backlog of stuff. Me and SB3, we used to do the NXT podcast. So find some old episode of us reviewing NXT. It used to be fun. It was great. He does a great Joe Gacy impression, which I miss very much.
Oh yeah, I miss it too. Joe Gacy promos don't hit the same without me writing about it.
Or wearing his old clothes, because now wearing wrestling clothes again. It looks weird.
It is weird. Romeo, thank you as always for joining me for these previews. We'll be back together tomorrow for another preview, but let the people know where they can follow you until then.
Yes, tomorrow for Stand and Deliver.
Stand and deliver.
Speaking of
yes,
NXT,
boy. Yes, boy.
Yes,
Yes,
boy.
boy.
Yes, boy.
Speaking of NXT, join me tonight for the watch along NX3 number 100. Me, Chris G, and Ness if he has awoken from his nap. And I'll be here all WrestleMania week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Raw after Mania. And then I rest for my birthday on Tuesday. You won't see me Tuesday. But thank you, everybody. Also, shout out to everyone who joined me for Romeo Mania. And I was crowned the 24-hour king because I streamed for 24 straight hours. Nobody is on my level. Nobody. Show me someone else who does a 24-hour stream and I'll come back and I'll do 25.
He will. Don't threaten him with a good time. He'll do it. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Like Romeo said, we'll be back here tomorrow, 2:05 p.m. Eastern time to preview NXT Stand and Deliver. And deliver with special guest Kate from Fightful. It's going to be a good time. She does the post show for NXT every single week, so you can check her out tonight on the Fightful Wrestling YouTube channel, and she'll join us tomorrow afternoon right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. I'll be back on Thursday to review AEW Dynamite with Jimmy Macaram. Get your disclaimers ready, get your counters ready, as we're going to be talking about this week's AEW Dynamite in St. Louis. I'll be back then on Saturday at 10:05 a.m. Eastern time for True Hill Heat 219 with Miss Christy Love, special guest pending, to talk about all that's going on from this past week. John Moxley responding to CM Punk's Instagram post, plus we'll preview Stand and Deliver and both nights of WrestleMania then as well. But thank you so much to Sad E Niangi. Thank you so much to everyone in the chat. You guys are awesome. We appreciate all the support throughout this WrestleMania week. So stay locked here. Like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you are new to the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, and hit that bell so you always get notified whenever we go live. For Seth, for Romeo, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been our WWE WrestleMania 39 preview. We are signing off until next time.
We're out of time. Bye.
Wild Sam Owens.
Yeah.